Please hear it for the man, the legend that is Mr. Mark Jeary.
Hello. So Teaserama, happy birthday! Yeah. And if you're a mum, a week on Sunday, happy Mother's Day. Aww. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Say hello, Mum, because she's watching this. She's not. Hello, Mum. And if you're a pikey looking for food, happy shopper. Happy shopper. There. Right, just want to clear something up very quickly. I'm not a practicing homosexual. I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I practiced for about 5 years in the company of another gay. I passed my test. Now I'm an actual homosexual. Thank you very much. It's wonderful. I can go anywhere now. Motorways. It's brilliant. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Backs to the wall, lads. Backs to the wall. Yeah, all the time. Do it. Backs to the wall, lads. And I think it's a pathetic thing. I think it's ridiculous. Because it's not your back I'm after, is it? Really? So anyway, yeah, my other half, right, is a follower of Islam. He's also a big lover of Alpen. So I suppose that makes him a Muslim. Oh, God. We're thinking, right, of opening a restaurant together, bringing out the best of his North African heritage and best of my East End influence. And we were going to call it, right, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. I'm sorry. Got one more, right? I was going to open. I went to the sales, actually. I went to the sales and I bought a TV designer. Yeah, bought one. Got one free. Got one. Anyone got a gun? Anyone got a gun? Moving on. People say to me, Mark, when did you discover you were gay? And I'll answer this to you. I first discovered I was an homo on my 13th birthday, right? And I was just like any other normal boy at school. I came home and I was reading through the K's catalogue, looking at the bra and panties section, just like any other normal boy. And a gust of wind blew through the house, turning those pages onto the pants and vest section. Now, one surprisingly alarming erection later, I become what's known as a proper bender for the rest of my life. And then, but what you won't know is the wind blew again onto the camping equipment. And ever since then, I've had an unnatural fetish for tent pegs. Yeah. So actually, that's complete bullshit, isn't it? Really. I first discovered I was gay. I suppose I've always known I was gay. I always knew I was a bit more sensitive than the other boys at school. Always knew I was a little bit less sporty than the other girls at school. But the defining moment for me, right, is when this guy came up to me, stuck his cock in my mouth, and I wasn't offended by that action. At least I think it was then. Yes. Yeah, it was definitely then. Yeah, and it was great. I remember my first gay sexual experience was wonderful. I remember running through my local park with my then boyfriend, hand in hand. It was so romantic. We had the snow at our feet. We had our trousers wrapped round our ankles, being chased by a park keeper, screaming, "A pair of puffs! A pair of puffs!" I want to say, actually, mate, I want to stop you there. It's poofs. Didn't seem the time or the place. But he carried on. A pair of puffs. But he had the emphasis on the word pair. Like if he caught us and sold us, he'd make a bit more money than if he sold us individually, you know. Possibly keep us in his big home of... I've just fucked up my punchline. Blame you, Paul. I've never fucked that punchline up, ever. He'd keep us in his big makeshift ark, wouldn't he? Like some kind of homophobic Noah. Wouldn't he? Yeah. Speaking of homophobes, my favourite homophobe is Lady Thatcher. I know, right? But Lady Thatcher, she's been portrayed by Meryl Streep in this film at the moment. I don't know if anyone knows about it. It's called The Iron Lady. And I was in Battersea Park a few weeks ago, and I saw Meryl Streep, right, dressed up as Margaret Thatcher, and it really confused me. Because on one hand, it's like, it's my favourite actress, it's Meryl Streep. I wanted to go up to her and give her a big hug and say, I loved you in Death Becomes Her, and then punch her in the face and say, that's for the fucking miners' strike, you bitch. But Meryl Streep, she's not all sweetness and light, is she? I mean, Margaret Thatcher may well have given all the milk away. Meryl Streep gave away one of her children to the Nazis. Let's not forget that. That's a vague reference to Sophie's Choice, and I'll be working on another setup for that on the run-up to Edinburgh. Thanks very much. And not only that, apparently Julianne Moore is playing Sarah Palin in an American TV film. I mean, what's going on? I mean, what next? Nicole Kidman playing Pol Pot. You know, she's going to go from Moulin Rouge to Khmer Rouge, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Oh God. So how do you make an anti-Semitic cocktail, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's a couple of shots of vodka, about 4 parts of orange juice, 1 part John Galliano. Thank you very much indeed. That actually deserves a round of applause. Thank you. Yeah, it's a pitying round of applause. That wasn't really what I was looking for. So speaking of anti-Semites, the royal family. Apparently, Prince Andrew is in a lot of trouble, isn't he, for befriending that nonce? And I'm thinking, just cut a long story short, just say it how it is. And I think we should just get rid of the civil list completely. You know, just completely axe it and replace it with commercial sponsors who can sponsor members of the royal family, right? So, for example, Princess Anne could be sponsored by William Hill, you know, because of her horsey, you know, face. Prince Philip, he could be sponsored by Blacks, the outdoor specialist, and of course, you know, Prince Andrew. We couldn't use a Werther's Original anymore. I think we'd have to have something altogether more savoury. So Pringles, something like that. And talking of the royal family, we've got the royal wedding, and I think the royal wedding could be sponsored by that well-known freezer shop. You know, Mum's gone to Iceland. At least that's what they told William 14 years ago. Expecting her back any day now. Why does everyone do that about Diana? Do you know, did you vote Diana as the most influential woman of the past 100 years? No, you didn't. You voted for Leona Lewis. Leona Lewis. I mean, what were these people influenced by? Obviously, Primark, shiny things, and heroin. I just can't believe it. You know, you look further down that list of, this is honest truth, you know, 71% of the poll. You look down the list, Emily Pankhurst had 0.8% of the vote, right? She basically, if it wasn't for her, she got women the vote. What do they do with it? They vote for Leona Lewis to become the most influential woman of the last 100 years. Last 100 years! God. I'm just going to leave you with a few things. I have some facts. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen, about Sir Elton John. Don't question them. It will only hurt you, right? So I'll give you my Sir Elton John fact number 1. Sir Elton John fact number 1. Sir Elton John's weave is visible from space. Yes, and his new son actually lives under his weave. This is absolutely true. Sucking on his beads of sweat and regret for sustenance. It's a fact. Don't question it. Elton John fact number 2. The Sir Elton John AIDS Foundation is not a foundation anyone should be putting on their face. And I'm going to leave you with this. Sir Elton John, he used to do up flats with his partner, didn't he? He used to do up flats. He bought them. David furnished. David.
Mr. Mark Jeary, everyone.